I don't know, as a kid, I was kind of interested in museums pretty early on. I was really fascinated with field trips. My family really couldn't afford to do things like that, outside of school. So field trips were just a really fun escape for me as a kid. And I think that is sort of where museums kind of imprinted on me. I lived in the Twin Cities for about, 30 years. I did most of my growing up there. Went to junior high, high school, college there. That's where I found my career. That's sort of where I spent the most time building my career at the Science Museum in Minnesota.
And this role that you take is a little more, you're the front person, right?
Correct. Yep.
How do you feel about that?
It's I'm growing into it. It's definitely a new challenge, a new stretch for me to be the front facing person of an organization. But I'm up for the challenge. I've always had those sort of behind the scenes roles, and I've really flourished in those behind the scenes roles. And I love being that person that is sort of making the magic happen behind the scenes. And I still get to do that in this role. I still get to make magic happen behind the scenes, but I also get to make the magic happen for the public as well, which is really cool. We'll be designing this museum over the next 4 years, and we definitely want community input and the community to have a say in what goes in the museum. And also this region is just so rich with science and science research and science companies that we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't include everyone in the development of this museum. So we really want it to reflect this region, and so we need partners to do that. So while we do have a concept to sort of give people an idea of what it'll look like, and we have some things that we're definitely set on, we definitely know it will be great for the future museum. It's still an open book, so to speak, and open slate that we can sort of build on. So we want the community to feel like it's their museum too. You can't have a science museum without dinosaurs, so we're definitely planning to have a new take on dinosaurs, or maybe a different take. Fossils are really expensive. They cost millions of dollars on the private market, so they're really hard to get a hold of. And I would just rather spend donor dollars on other things than trying to acquire a collection right away. So we're planning dinosaurs, but we're going to do them with technology, so kids will be able to program how the dinosaur moves and sounds. So some fun stuff there. We're also going to be telling the story of the 1957 Fargo tornado, which is where we get the F scale, the Fujita scale, which is how we measure tornadoes. And we have some early concepts with a giant tornado slide in the center of that exhibition. So some really fun stuff planned, but like I said, still lots of designing and developing to do to add that Fargo stamp to it. Just the thought of creating a museum from nothing, building a brand new museum was an opportunity I just could not pass up. And it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, certainly for someone who considers himself a museum professional. Even other museum professionals don't get opportunities like this. So I knew that I had to have it, and that creating a museum, from nothing, from bare bones was the right job for me. As soon as I heard about it and all it entailed, I knew it was for me.